Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And as always, take that easiness with a grain of salt, because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called Die Hotelrezeption. So the hotel reception, I think in German, by Demo89. Or Damo89. I forget how I usually pronounce it. Anyways, let's get to the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means place the digits 1 through 9 once each in every row, column, and 3x3 box. We have German whispers, or as I like to call them, whisper 5 lines, where adjacent digits on a green line must differ by at least 5. So, for example, if this were, say, a 3, this would have to be an 8 or a 9, because the only digits which are 5 or more away from 3 are 8 and 9. And that's how example of how German whispers / whisper 5 lines work. We also have numbered rooms, where clues outside the grid give the digit that is to be placed in the nth position in that row or column, where n is the digit in the first cell. And number rooms are to be determined by the solver. So, for example, say this was a 5. It's not going to work, actually. Say this was a 2. Then this 3 here would mean that this 2 has to appear in the third cell in this row, because n is the first cell, which is a 3, so that means it must be in the third position in that row. And the digit outside would have to be in the third position if this were a 3. So that's an example of how the numbered rooms work. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, in row 1, we have all the digits are on a whisper 5 line, except for 1. And the only digit which can never be on a whisper 5 line in normal Sudoku is a 5. Because if you subtract 5 or more from 5, you get 0 or less, which is not a normal Sudoku digit. If you add 5 or more to 5, you get 10 or more, which is not a digit. So therefore, we know this is a 5, and therefore 5 away here has to be whatever that digit is. We also know you alternate between low and high digits on a whisper 5 line. If you want to know why, you can go to one of my videos with whisper 5 line in the puzzle, and I will explain it in that Learn How to Sudoku video. But every one of these digits is next to two other unique digits on the whisper 5 line, because you can only have unique digits in every row. And this is next to 2, this is next to 2, except for these 2 digits. So these 2 digits have to be the 4 and 6 correspondingly. 4 and 6 can only be next to 1 or 9 on a whisper 5 line. Oh, that's interesting. So this is next to 2 unique digits, and they both have to be here. So this is 1 or 9. Now, how does that work? So if this is 9, this would be 4, and that would be 9 there. So that would be saying that 9 would have to be in the 9th position, but it's obviously can't be because it's in the 1st position. And these digits have to be from 1 through 9 also. So the only way, so this is 4 and 6 next to 1 or 9. This then cannot be 9, 4, and 9. That's not going to work, because that would say 9 has to be in the 9th position when it's obviously in the 1st position. So then this must be low. That makes this high. So since we alternate between highs and lows, we have lows here, highs here, low, 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 So these are low, and these are high, high, high. So this is a high digit 2. It corresponds to that digit here because the 5 says that this digit has to be in the 5th spot. So these are both 1. We have 1 next to 6. This is 4, which must be next to 9. 4 has to be next to 9 there, so this is a 9. That's saying whatever digits here has to be in that spot. 4 means that this digit has to be here. This has to be 1. So we have 7 and 8 remaining. 3 has to be one of these low digits here, and it must be next to 8 and 9 guaranteed. So 3 cannot be here because it would not be next to 8 and 9, so 3 has to be here. So this is 3, which makes this 8, next to 8 and 9. That makes this 2, which makes that 7 there. So we know 4 away is a low, 9 away is a high. 3 away is a low, 8 away is a high. 2 away is a low. 7 away is a high. 1 away is obviously 1. And 6 away is a high. Actually, we don't have anything there. Never mind. Well, we have all the lows and high digits. Okay, so what can be in the 9th spot? It cannot be a 9 here. So this could be 6, 7, or 8. And that corresponds to that digit. This can't be 4 because of 4 in the column. So this is 1, 2, or 3 here. This has to be 1 or 4 here. This is 1 or 4 here. But 4 can only be next to 9 on a Whisper 5 line, and this is not going to be 9. So this must be 1, which makes this 1 there. That means this has to be a 4. Because the only low digit remaining in box 2 is a 4. So this must be 4, which can only be next to 9 on a Whisper 5 line. So we have a 9 here, a 9 there. And we don't know what these are. So, of these digits, 5 is middle. This is a middle digit. We have a 9 here, a 9 here. Where is the 9 remaining in row 9? Cannot be here because of 9's the boxes. Can't be here because of 9's the column. So 9 has to be here. Okay. Here. I'm not sure about... Okay, so this will alternate between low and high digits. We do not have a 9 available here. So 4 cannot be any of these digits. So 4 has to be one of these two. Again, you alternate between low and high digits. So let's just mark these as just random colors. We'll make this green and yellow. So then these are both green. We have yellow here. That must be green to be next to it. That's yellow there. So this must be a yellow there. Green, yellow, green, yellow, green. Interesting. Okay. Remaining digits of box 2 are 5, 6, 7, and 9. Obviously, no 5 here, no 9 here, because of 9's in the column, 5 in the column. This is a high digit. This digit is next to 2 unique digits on the Whisper 5 line. So it's 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, but this cannot be 1 or 9, so this has to be 2, 3, 7, or 8. 3 cannot be here. 3 can only be next to 8 and 9 on a Whisper 5 line. So if this is low, this is 2. 7 could be next to 1 and 2. 8 could be next to 1, 2, or 3. What about these? Let's just randomly choose other colors and use dark and orange. Dark and orange. Dark and orange. Dark and orange, and that's dark. Here. So if this is low, that would say this digit has to be low there. If this is high, that means one of these two digits would have to be high. Okay. Oh, this is saying what has to be in the 5th position. And that's an 8. So yellow has to be highs. So those are all highs, and greens are low. So this cannot be 2. It's 7 or 8. This has to have an 8 there, because in the 5th position in this row is an 8. That means these are low. These have to be 1, 2, 3 next to this 8. 1, 2, 3 there. This cannot be 4 because 4 cannot be next to 4 on the Whisper. 4 can only be next to 9 on a Whisper 5 line. This could be 6, 7, or 8 there. So we're guaranteed a 4 here, and we're guaranteed a high here, because we have only 3 highs accounted for in column 1. So this is a low-high pair, which means we in box 7, we have all 4 high digits guaranteed. These 3 and one of these 2. That means the remaining digits in that box are low and 5. Okay. This is a high digit in the 9th position. This cannot be a 9 here. So since this can't be 9, this cannot be 4 here. This is 1, 2, or 3, which has to be in the 1, 2, or 3rd slot. So it can't be in the 3rd slot because we have all the 1, 2, 3s accounted for in box 4 in these 3 cells. So this has to be 1 or 2 there specifically. This is 6, 7, or 8. This is 6 through 9. It's next, well, it's not, these are not necessarily unique digits, right? This could have, no, 4 can only be next to 9 on a Whisper 5 line, and neither of these are 9. So this is also 1, 2, or 3, which means it cannot be these two because 1, 2, and 3 cannot appear in those cells because of the 1, 2, 3 triplet in the box. So this has to be the same as this, which means this is 1, that's 1. This must be 2. That forces this to be 3. And so 3 has to be in the 2nd position. 1 is in the 1st position. 3 can only be next to 8 or 9 on a Whisper 5 line out of the digits possible. So this is 8. That makes that 8 there. This digit cannot be 1, 2, 3, or 4 because it sees all 1, 2, 3 in the box and 4 in the column. And it can't be 5, so this is high. So the darks are high digits, and the oranges are blue. Low. We have 3 here, which can be next to 8 or 9. This can't be 1 or 2. It must be 3, which means this is a low. Cannot be 3 then, because it has to be 1 or 2, because 3 is in the box already. 3 has to be next to 8 on a Whisper 5 line. Or in 8 or 9, I should say. And this can't be 7 then. So, in the 8th position has to be a digit, which is high, and it cannot be 8 because we already have an 8 in the row, so this is 9. That means this has to be 9 there, so this cannot be 9 there. It's 6 or 7. Where is the set 9 in box 2? It can only be here now. So that's 9. 1 or 2 has to be in the 3rd position. We don't know which. One of these is 5. So we have 5 or a high there. So this has to be 6 or 7 here. This is 6 or 7 here. This obviously can't be 1. It could be 2. Well, these digits cannot be 6, 7, or 9 because of 6, 7, or 9 in the box. They can't be 8 because of 8 in the column. So these are low or 5 here. One is in the 1st position, 3 is in the 2nd position, 9 is in the 8th position. This cannot be 8 because of 8 in the column. So this is a 4, 6, 7 triplet, which eliminates 4, 6, and 7 in the rest of the box. No 6 or 7 there. It's 8. That means this has to be 8 there. In the 4th position has to be a 3 now. So that's satisfied there. Where is 8 available then in column 2? Cannot be here because of 8 in the box. Can't be here because of 8 in the box, so it has to be here. Which makes that an 8. This can't be 6, 7, 8, or 9, so this is also low or 5. Only one of these digits can be a 6 or 7. If we tried to have both of them here, that would eliminate all possibilities for this cell. So one of these is 6 or 7. The other 6 or 7 has to be there. And since this also has to be 6 or 7, we have a 6, 7 pair in column 2, which eliminates 6, 7 in the rest of the column. So this has to be low here, or 5, but it can't be 5 because of 5 in the box, so this is low. This can't be 1 because of 1 in the row, so that's 2, which makes this 1. Where is the 5 in column 2? It has to be one of these two, so this cannot have a 5 here. They're both low. This has to be a high digit here as a 6, 7. This 6, 7 pair eliminates 6, 7 in the rest of the row, so this can't be 6 or 7. It's a 5, no 5 there. That eliminates 5 from being here or here. And this could be low, medium, low 5, or high. This has to be a 3, 4 pair here. And we have, what, 2, 5, and 8 remaining in box 3. And this can't be 8, obviously. This has to be 5. No 5 here. It's 6 or 7. Okay. This digit cannot be a 9. Cannot be 8. So this must be 3 through 6. Cannot be 1. Can't be 5 either. 6 or 7 can only be next to 1 and 2 on a Whisper 5 line. We have 6 through 9 here. Cannot be 8 because 8 would have to have a 9 in this numbered rooms clue in the first digit. It's going to be 1 through 4, 6 through 9, 1 through 4. 6 through 9 cannot be 6, 8, or 9, so that leaves that as a 7. 7 can be only next to 1 or 2 on a Whisper 5 line. This digit cannot be 1, because if that were the case, this would have to be a 9 here to point to that 1 in the number of rooms clue, and we already have a 9 in the column, so this must be pointing at 2. 2 cannot be next to 6 on a Whisper 5 line. We don't know about that. This can be 6 through 9. This is 3 or 4. 3 is not going to be a high digit, so this must be 4, which makes this a 6 or 7 that's pointing to. That leaves this as 3. So we know, okay, so let's letter these numbers. We have 3 away is a 1, so that's 1. This is the same as that, so we have A there. We're going to make that B. So A, actually, this is A. That means both of these are B because it's the other 6 or 7. That leaves that as A, which makes that B. So this has to be B here. So we're guaranteed A and B here are 6 and 7. So they have to be different digits, which means they have to, this one digit has to be next to a 6, which cannot be 2. So this is 1. 2 has to be in 1 through 6. Obviously can't be 1, because if that's 1, well, we can't have 1 here because of 1 in the column. Cannot be 2. If we're saying 2 has to be in the second position, then we already have 2 in the first position. So this is 3 through 6 there. Cannot be 6 because we can't have 2 in the 6th position there. So we have 3, 4, 5. This, this 1 cannot be in the 9th position. Can't be in the, could be in the first position. So it could be first, cannot be 2 or 3. Could be 4th, 5th, or 6th. Cannot be 7th because we already have a 1 in that box. This can't be 4 or 6 because of 4 or 6 in the column. So this is 1 or 5. Where is 9 in column 9? Cannot be here because of 9's in the boxes. Can't be here because of the number of rooms clue. So it has to be here. So that's 9, which means in the 9th position has to be the digit here, which means this is a 1. Okay. So we have 4 high digits in column 9, which means this can't be high. It's low or 5. These are low or 5. That is possibilities. So these are 1, 2, 3, or 5. Obviously, this can't be 1. Because 1 would say that the high digit would have to be in the first position, when obviously there's only a 1 there. So it's 2, 3, or 5 there. Okay. Remaining digits here have to be 4, 5, and 6, 7. Obviously, 5 cannot be here because of 5 in the row. That means the remaining digits in column 3 have to be 2 and 3 as a pair. Okay. That means these digits have to be 1 and 5 as a pair. Those are the only digits remaining there. Okay. 2 could also be in, well, it can't be. So this cannot be 2, because if this were 2, that would say 8. This has to be in the 8th position, but we can't have 8 there. So no 2, it's 5 or 8. So this is no low. Nine. We have 8 9s now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we know the last 9 has to be. It has to be there. This has to be a low digit. So it cannot be 5, 6, or 7. We could have 1. Cannot be 2 because of 2 in the column. No 3, or sorry, could be 3. Cannot be 4 because of 4 in the column. Can't be 5, 6, or 7. Those are not lows. Can't be 8 and 9 because of 8 or 9 in the row here. So this is then 1 or 3. This is a low. Four or 6. Where is an 8 in row 4? Cannot be here, or can't be here because of 8's in the boxes. Can't be here because of 8 in the columns. So 8 has to be there. And is a high digit. 7, 8, or 9 has to be here. Cannot be 7, because if this were 7, this would have to be a 9 for the number of rooms clue, and obviously the 9 is there in that column. So it's 8 or 9. Well, 8 can be 8 in the 8th position. But the problem, so if we try to have an 8 here and have this be 8, that's not going to work. Because they would have to also have an 8 there. 8 cannot be any of these digits. 8 could be here. Sorry, 8 could be here. So if this is 8, the only position would be here. So this would be 2 in that case. If it's 9, obviously it's in the 3rd position, but that, okay, cannot be 3 here because of 3 in the column. So this must be then 2, and that's 8, which means this is focusing on 8. This is a low, this is a high. That means this can't be 2 or 8. So it's no low or high. It's 5, which eliminates 5 from the rest of the box. So that's 5, which makes that 8, which makes that 2. No more 2 here. Therefore, 2 cannot be in the 3rd position. It has to be in the 4th or 5th positions here. Because if we have, then we'd have a repeat if we had 2 there. Okay. So no more 2 here, which means this cannot be pointing at 9. It's pointing at a 6 or 7. Interesting. 7 eliminates 7 as a possibility there, so it's 4 and 6 left. Remaining digits of column 4, we have 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. No 5 here because of 5 in the box. No 2 here because of 2 in the row. This can't be 7 because of 7 in the row. Where is the 1 available in row 9? It can only be this digit here. So that means this is pointing at the first digit, so this is 1 there. That's fine. 3 or 5. We have a 4, 5, 6 triplet in row 9, which eliminates 4, 5, 6 in the rest of the row, so no 4 or 6 there. That's 3. That's pointing at a 6 or 7 there, which is A. So this is A. That's 6, 7. This is low. That means we have 4 highs in column 5 and a 3. That leaves these remaining as low, and these are 1, 2, and 4. That eliminates 2 and 4 in the rest of the box. That leaves us as 3. So that's a low there. These are both high. That eliminates 6 and 7 in the rest of the column. Or 6 or 7. We have a 2, 4, 5 triplet here now. We have a 4, 5 pair here in row 9. That eliminates 4 and 5 here. So that's 6, which is high. That means this cannot be high here. 6 eliminates 6 there, so it's 7. That leaves that as 4. A has to be 6. So A is 6. B has to be 7. 7 eliminates 7 there, so it's 6 and 7. This can't be 6 or 7. It must be 4. No 4 or 7 here. It's 5 and 6. So 3 or 5 is the digit that's being pointed at here, which means it's 6 or 9 there. 1 has to be either in the 1st or the 5th position, but it could be in either. This can't be 1 because of 1 in the row. Remaining digits here are 7 and 8. This can't be 8 because of 8 in the row, so this is 7, which makes that 8. 4 eliminates 4 in the rest of the row. Remaining digits we're missing in row 8 is a 6. So this must be 6 there. 5 digits. This has to be 1, 3, 4, or 5 here. Don't know which. Cannot be 1 because of 1 in the column. So where is 1 in box 9? Can't be here because of 1 in the column. Can't be here because of the numbered rooms clue. So this has to be 1, which makes that a 1 there. 1 eliminates 1 there, so it's 5 and 1. That means this can't be 5. It's 2, which makes this not 2. It's 3 and 2. So this is not low. This is not 5. This is not 5. 1 eliminates 1 there, so this must be a 5, which means this can't be 5 there. So that's 5 there. That means a 1 has to be in the 5th position, so that's 1. 5 eliminates 5 there, so it's 3. No more 3 here. 2, and this can't be 2 here, so it's 4 and 5. 1 is in the 5th position, so 3 in the 3rd position is a 9. Okay, so we have all the numbered rooms clues filled out. Let's just double check them. In the 5th position is an 8. 3rd position is a 1. 8th position is a 9. 2nd position is a 3. 9th position is a 8. 1st position is a 1. 5th position is a 9. 3rd position is a 4. 9th position is an 8. 3rd position is 1. 8th position is 9. 2nd position is 4. 7th position is 9. 1st position is 1. 3rd position is 6. 1st position is a 1. 2nd position is a 8. We don't know where the 2 is yet. Oh, well, okay. 4 eliminates 4 there, so that's 2 and 4. So this is not done yet. 1st position is 1. 3rd position is 9. 9th position is a 1. 8th position is a 7. 5th position is a 1. And 4th position is a 6. Anyways, where can the 2 be in row 6? Cannot be here because of 2 in the column. Can't be here because of 2's in the boxes. So 2 has to be there, which means that 2 has to be in the 4th position. So this is 4, which makes this 5, which makes that 4, which makes that 5. And the rest must be normal Sudoku. 5 eliminates 5 there, so it's 6 and 5. Remaining digit here is a 6. Remaining digits here are 1 and 4. 1 can't be here because of 1 in the row, so that's 4, which makes that 1. That leaves this digit as a 3 and this digit as a 7. And that's how you solve it. A little tricky execution-wise. The logic wasn't too bad. Logic was fairly straightforward, I feel. But execution-wise, it could get a little hairy, I guess. Particularly if you're not used to digits outside of the grid, where you can have repeats. That could make things a little unintuitive, I should say. But yeah, I guess easy is fine. Maybe a little bit more difficult than easy, but it's not that much more difficult that I would consider it challenging. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.